Hello everyone, Rich Strell here with Protection Florida. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I wanted to go over 4 fears most Americans have about their retirement. Fear number 1, you'll outlive your savings. Almost half Americans worry they won't have enough money to get them through retirement. You know, no one wants to spend the last 10 years of their life worrying about their finances, worrying about if they're going to have enough money to get them through. But what about the man or woman who lives to be 97 instead of 87 and they run out of money during that time? What's the fix to this? We don't want to outlive our savings. How can we combat that? What can we do about it? I think annuities. Annuities can provide you a steady income for the rest of your life. You can build your own pension plan through an annuity. You can get an exact illustration done for you. You can decide how much money I want to put into this, and it'll show you exactly how much it's going to pay you for the rest of your life. Or you can look at it like this. Maybe you want to offset your Social Security or any pensions you may have. Maybe you want to just say to yourself, based on what I'm looking at with Social Security and what I'm looking at through my pension, I'd like to have an extra $2,000. We can answer the question through an illustration of exactly what it's going to take based on how long you have to invest. You know, let's just say it's to age 65, but it can be anything. We can show you exactly what you got to put into that so you know that you have that $2,000 waiting for you when you retire. Retirement fear number 2, your investments won't keep up. Same concept as one, just from a little bit, just through a little bit of a different lens, right? The fear is even if you feel like you have enough saved for retirement, you may be concerned that it's not going to provide enough income. Yes, the stock market, you know, we feel like the stock market has some pretty consistent, you know, long-term consistency in the amount of growth. But what about a recession? What about what happened to my mom and dad when my mom retired right after the stock market started its crash in 2007? Are you doing something to protect your assets to make sure that if the stock market does something like that right before you retire, are you protected? You work hard for your money. Get it in something that's guaranteed not to lose. Protect your money. Rule number 1 at Protection Florida, and it should be in your retirement plan, never lose money. Retirement fear number 3, the rising cost of medical expenses. This one's pretty obvious, right? We know that there's so many things out there that don't discriminate. Car accidents, you know, somebody running into us or our loved one, they don't discriminate. We all know cancer certainly doesn't discriminate. So the fear of having too many medical expenses, or that medical expense is going to crush your retirement dreams. The fix, you might consider certain life insurance coverage. There's certain life insurance that will pay you a benefit even while you're living if certain medical conditions exist. There are clauses that can be, or riders, I guess I should say, that can be put on top of your life insurance that if certain things happen to you, it'll still protect you. Annuities are another thing, for example. Annuities, we talked about having that guaranteed lifetime income. Well, what if you get put into a long-term care facility? There are annuities out there that will that will change the amount they're paying you when you get put into a long-term care facility. Maybe they'll double the payment for the time you're there. Maybe they'll double the payment for 5 years. What it does is it protects your finances. It enables your loved ones to use your income to protect the fact that you ended up having to be put in that facility to begin with. Retirement fear number 4, the death of your spouse. Now, obviously this isn't a fun one to talk about. None of them are. You know, cancer we mentioned, none of this is fun, but it's all about being prepared, right? The fear is the unexpected death of a spouse can cause more than emotional grief for those approaching retirement. It could also cause financial hardship. In addition to the cost of health care and hospice and things like that, Our spouses often wonder if they're going to have enough to cover their Social Security, to offset their Social Security, let me say it that way, let alone pay for some of these expenses that are going to be left behind when we're now a one-person household instead of a two. What's the fix for this? Well, obviously, when I say the fix, I'm talking about as best we can readjust financially, right? There's no fix for losing our spouse. But having a good life insurance policy in place can provide that income replacement you'll need to offset your living funds, repay a mortgage, or most importantly, that financial peace. It'll give you financial peace today because you know you own the policy and you're protected in the future. It'll give you financial peace when it happens, or peace of mind rather, when it happens, at least from a financial perspective, that you know you're covered. You did the math and you prepared in advance and you're good to go. You see, this is all really not about what happens to us in life, because all four of those things, all four of those fears, really they could sneak up on any one of us, couldn't it? But it's about being prepared. So it's not what happens to us in life, it's how well we were prepared before that incident occurred. Hey, my name is Rich Strell with Protection Florida. I'm convinced I've got a solution for each one of those four fears. If you have one of those four fears, or maybe it's another fear, click the link below. Let's set up a time to talk. I'd love to help you. God bless you all. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.